gun reviews, shooting tests, loadout videos. This is a What You're Looking At production. Hope you enjoy the video. This is the airsoft gear review of the UTG rail covers. From first sight, you can see these UTG rail covers are really small. These measure approximately about 2 inches from tip to tip, so you'll probably need a lot. Thankfully, UTG sells these in a 12-pack, as seen here. A 12-pack is just enough because it takes 3 to cover your standard M4A1 carbine rail, like that, and they're usually only about 2 millimeters smaller. 3 of these put together is only about 2 millimeters smaller than your standard M4 rail cover. So having 12 in total, it would be like having 4 standard rail covers, and on top of that, having them split in 3 different parts gives you more modulability. On top of these being split into 3 parts from a standard rail, these have a really wonderful grip and texture to them. They're still plastic, but they almost feel rubberized. On top of that, you've got these grooves, these 2 notches, which in some way they give you a little bit extra grip than normal. It's almost looks like the standard rail cover, but there's not as many, so in my mind it's easier to grip, but everyone has their own opinion. On top of that, as I said, it's rubberized. It is as flexible as you see. You can bend it, and I'll show you in a second how they can attach easily onto a rail without having to slide them on, which makes these also quick detach rail covers. On top of these special features, these rails are just like any other rail covers. Their main purpose is to protect the rails from any damage or anything that could cause the rails to be out of their normal form, preventing you to put attachments and accessories on the rails themselves. Here I'm using my Double Eagle M89 UMP as an example for a rail system. As you see here, the rail is only about 4.5 inches long, nowhere near as long as the M4 carbine rail system, but for a test purpose they work just fine. As you see here, you got your standard 20 millimeter or 2 centimeter rail. Basically, on your standard rail covers, you have to start from the end and slide them on. This can cause many problems because, as you see, once you get the whole thing on, it might be a tight fit, which is a good thing to keep them on, but it makes them extremely hard to put on, especially on M4s on the bottom rail, because you have the body of the gun just like you're blocking your way, and the sling adapter. And on here it's even harder because this is a bolted in sling adapter, which meaning if you have attachments, like if you had a standard foregrip, you'd have to totally take this piece off just to put the foregrip on. Same thing for rail covers. And most of the time you don't find rail covers in this size. If you do, they're going to cost just as much as the bigger ones, which in my mind is a waste of money. And if you don't want to do that, you got to cut them down, which looks sloppy. But you all have your ways to get around it. But I totally think these skip the step. As you see here, you just clip it right over the top, just like that. It's on the rail, and you don't have to worry about moving anything. Keep your foregrip there, and you got your rail cover. Same thing for the side. For rails like these, since they might not totally take up 3 pieces together, since it's not full M4 style, I just put one in the middle, and then from there you can put the other ones on. And this is pretty simple. In a lot of cases, this can be one-hand operation. In others, it might take a couple fingers. Or I meant to say one finger operation, and then it might be a one-hand operation. It's just all depending on how you do it. And as you see here, flush to the end of the rail, and then the rest just comes off on the end right here. Flipping the gun over, you can do the same thing. You got the rails on the other side. And the cool thing with these rail covers also, they have one side that would be like in the middle, which you join with another piece, and then this end is kind of sloped. So you can kind of make it look like your standard rail cover in a sense. That it's just not, it doesn't look like a connector piece. It looks like an end piece. As you can see how this is kind of sloped and this side is straight. After that, put the rest of the rails on, and you're ready to go. Okay, that's it for this part of the video. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. show you what the gun looks like in a third-person view, and then some final thoughts on these UTG rail covers. Okay, here's the Double Eagle M89 with the rail covers on, and the other attachment, my red dot scope. In total, right here, if you look at it, it kind of transforms the look. If you've ever seen the Broxa or the Broxa Evolution Aftermath MP5, I think it kind of makes it look like that with these rail covers on. If you kind of look at it like that, you can really tell. But it gives it a really nice look for a UMP or UMG, UMP, whatever you want to call it. I think it makes it just overall a really nice looking gun. And for the people out there that don't like the foregrips, of course you can just take those right off, smack another rail cover right on, and you just got full UTG rail covers all the way around. Just like that. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed my little review here. Let's go over the pros and cons real quick. Pros, very modular, very flexible. These are quick detach and quick attach, which means you can just pop them on, pop them off, no sliding needed. Makes them really skirmish friendly. Since they are split, you still have room for the rails and the attachments all on one rail, making the rest of the rail covered while, leaving the rest undamaged. Yeah, okay. Well, that's pretty much it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about these UTG rail covers. I've mainly bought these for when I get my KWA SR12, which might not even be till Christmas. I'm still buying it. The only thing I might get for Christmas is a new camera, because evidently I still need it. And I noticed, getting all these subscribers and stuff is about time I move up to a new camera. Supposed to get one for my birthday. Something happened, never worked out. So hopefully I get there. But with these UTG rail covers, the good thing about them is that the SR12, as it says in SR12, the rail system is 12 inches long. So 6 of these for each rail. I can use up all the UTG rails just on the side rails, make it look really nice, put a foregrip or something on the bottom rail. And I think that's all I do to the KWA except put a scoop up there. Okay, this has been a What You Looking At production. Make sure you subscribe, comment, rate, request. If you have any questions on anything you've seen in this video, make sure to let me know. Also, a little video request throw in this video. Someone wanted to see my final, or what my MP5 looks like that I'm going to be doing in skirmishes with all the attachments on it. This is basically what it's going to look like. The only attachment is the barrel extension / flash hider / suppressor. Pretty much it's just a dowel. What a dowel is pretty much like a toilet paper roll, but it's more dense and it's more heavily constructed. And you see, you can push on it, ain't going to collapse. It's really, I don't know how to explain it. But basically it's like that toilet paper roll material, but I found a way to make it fit on the barrel. Basically, I just put tape here. I might have to eventually have to put 1 or 2 more rolls around it. But basically, it holds it there just in place, Gives it a sleek look. It ain't too fat, but it ain't really skinny. Kind of conforms with the gun. I've already shot it. It doesn't make the BBs go everywhere. As you see, the opening at the end is as big as my finger, so no worry about the BBs. To me, the sound really isn't that much of a difference at all. So I might do a shooting test with it. I might not, but we'll have to see. Also, video ideas. People, about time I get some video ideas now. I know I've got all this new stuff in, but it's about time I get some new video ideas, because eventually I am going to run out. So make sure y'all send me those too by private message and not a comment. Okay, this has been a What You Looking At production. Make sure you subscribe, comment, rate, request. This is What You Looking At out.